Hey everybody, what's up? So here I am on my fifth day of my fast. I didn't make a video for the fourth. And normally on the fifth day, you're not that hungry anymore. You're probably hungry like for example, let's say you wake up at 7 and didn't have breakfast and it's 1 or 2 p.m. and you're hungry. That's how hungry you are. That's how hungry I am right now. Um, and I'm not really craving anything at the moment. When you're fasting, your body begins to detoxify itself of different poisons and toxins. Because in our foods, we have an enormous amount of poisons and toxins, especially if you eat a lot of processed foods and junk food and fast food. That's why if you're overweight, many times people are like, "Well, just stop eating." That's like telling an alcoholic, "Just stop drinking." It might take to stop eating. It might take help, encouragement. It might take therapy, and it may take a detoxification of your body. And the reason that is because many of the foods that you eat are made in a laboratory, and they make them for a certain reason and a certain chemicals to entice and to cause your serotonin levels to increase, giving you pleasure. And it's addictive. It's like a cigarette, right? A person smokes a cigarette, a person has a beer, relaxing. It's no different than food. So fasting is good for you to break away and your body detox itself from those chemicals and those poisons. It also allows you to for it to heal itself. Spiritually, it allows you to not change your perception of yourself. No, not take that back. Not, not. Don't think that fasting allows God to change His perception of you. For example, God doesn't look at me any different than a person who's living in sin just because I'm fasting. No, no. Would you take $100 bill if it's all crumply? Of course you would. Would you take it if it's nice and crisp? Of course you would. Can you buy the same exact things with both? Of course you can. So what I'm saying is that God doesn't look at us according to how I'm behaving. The reason fasting, what it does spiritually, it it changes your perception of how you view God. Because you might view God as, well, He's gonna punish me if I do this. When you start fasting, you start really contemplating life. You start contemplating things of importance in your life, and you realize how ungrateful you've been, or you realize how much more grateful you can be. You start acknowledging and realizing the blessings you have in your life. That's what fasting does. It takes time for you to lay back, contemplate. I come out here, I'll go on a walk and a prayer walk, and I'm done. Then I'll bask in the sun. And right now it's like 10 in the morning, and it's getting hot. The sun is hitting my face, and I'll just sit here in the sun for a good 20 minutes, just really considering life. Um, my family. Sometimes I wonder about my future, my kids. Are they gonna do this? What are they gonna do? Because that's what a man, a husband, a father always wants to consider is the future of their children. And I realize I have to leave it in God's hands. So fasting, what it does is it allows you to change your perception of God, the way He views you. Because God looks at $100 bill, all of them are crisp. So if you're living in sin and you're going through a struggle and a hard time, maybe you're falling and failing in your faith in certain areas. Don't lose hope, don't lose faith, because God still loves you like He loves everyone else. There is no God stops loving you. And that's the thing. That's the mindset that you need to change is, well, if I start living in sin, God's going to kick me to the curb. You think God is bipolar? If you live in sin, He's going to kick you to the curb, and then you repent. Oh, come back in my house. Come, I love you again. Oh, you sin again, get the hell out. Oh, come back. No, God doesn't. God is not bipolar. I made a video like that. Is God bipolar? I think I made it like 2 years ago. So anyway, look, I asked you if you're living in some kind of what you consider a sin. And look, check this out. There's deer out here. See the deer? Where? There they go. You probably can't see them. There's a few of them out here. I'm at a park and people throw food over the fence for these things. Anyway, so stay encouraged. Stay motivated. If you're fasting, keep going. I don't know how many days I'm going to have fasting for. I go until I feel like, what, it's time for me to stop fasting. I ask you, if you're going for one day, go for one day. If you're going for 3 days, go for 3. If you can go for 3 or 4, you can go for 10, because 3 or 4 are the hardest. Anyway, God bless you. Thanks for watching. And don't ever forget that what Jesus Christ did is enough.